Welcome to the Poirier Pocket. So I did a video on my entire second trimester, trying to capture as much as I could. I just entered my third trimester. So now the shirt comes up. This shirt is kind of a mess. It has like a little hole in it, so I need to get rid of it anyway. Kind of excited about my cute bump, but also wondering how much bigger, in what direction, width, forwards, how we're gonna carry a baby that is going to rapidly be gaining weight here. So I think we're at like 2.5 pounds at week 28, and that means that I have 3 months left. So final trimester. So I was thinking it'd be fun to just register what some of your guesses are, what my guesses are. I originally thought I would go to 40 weeks and 2 days, something like that. I don't know why, but now I keep thinking it's gonna come way earlier and I'm not gonna be prepared. My official guess is that baby is going to come around week 39, and I'm considering different options for delivery, so we'll just throw that out there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've heard about inductions at week 39. I've heard don't ever do inductions. I've heard C-sections are actually kind of relaxed. I've heard C-sections are crazy and chaotic and you've got to do it vaginal. So I am just letting myself feel whatever feels comfortable, and we'll go with that for my husband and I. So if I haven't mentioned, we have her name picked out. We're gonna give her a middle name. So I don't have a middle name, and so that was an option to like give her my middle name, but I wanted her to have a middle name. I thought it'd be cute. I just like how names go together. We're gonna see her this week, and then I have my appointments every other week until I think like week 35, and then I'm gonna have them every week, even after 40 weeks, I think, just in case I go long. Something that I just started drinking is, and I may be regretting this because I don't know if there is caffeine in it. I've been making these iced teas. I got one at Sonic, it was pretty good. And so this has mango tangerine juice from Aldi mixed with the iced tea. I haven't really mentioned this yet, but I have been really into sourdough, so I wanted to show you a few of my creations because I'm really proud that I have, you know, my little bun in the oven, but I also am making, I made a biscuit recipe. I've made sourdough, cookies. My next journey is gonna be cinnamon rolls. I made a bread bowl, which turned out so good. Holy cow. So if you see that I get puffier and gain a lot more weight, it might be confusing whether it is pregnancy or sourdough, but I've heard sourdough is supposed to be better for digestion. I used to be gluten-free, now I'm not. I really enjoy breads, but we got a bunch of healthy things in this grocery load today, so I'm gonna be trying to eat my salmon. Eggs have been expensive, but I'm gonna try to eat some eggs, and I got these pre-made protein shakes. We'll see how those are. I think it's been interesting because some of my symptoms that I have been dealing with, I get really nervous that I'm gonna have to have them for the rest of my time period being pregnant, which is at least 10 more weeks. And so I get nervous that I'm gonna be carrying this child in this much pain, and it's just gonna get harder. But as I've learned to like bounce and do my exercises and take care of the muscles that are supporting my baby, I am experiencing less pain. And now the weather is getting better. I am able to go for walks, and I'm just feeling hopeful and excited that I'm not in so much pain, because that really does exhaust me and make me even more emotional and worried. I have a baby shower coming up. If I haven't mentioned yet, please subscribe. I would love to share more with you, and the big world of YouTube just makes it hard for that. So please go ahead, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so I got interrupted, but now I'm on the pregnancy, birthing ball, whatever, and wanted to just give it a clear wrap up. We will see you next time we do. I was gonna say next week, but I don't know when I'll update you next. Hopefully it'll be next week and not too far out, and I can give you updates on how our appointment goes for the checking on like the marginal cord insertion growth at our next ultrasound, and how my glucose test goes. Well, it is still week 28. Tomorrow is the appointment, and the last 2 mornings, I just wanted to update you guys on, I have been getting like kind of like hot flash, but also pre-dizziness feelings, like my blood sugar is dropping or my blood pressure is getting too high. Like all of a sudden realizing like I need to sit down and I need to take care of myself, but like I'm able to push through a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, now I really need to go sit down. I'm hoping not to find out that I have gestational diabetes to deal with, but I also just kind of want an answer for why out of nowhere, just from eating a regular breakfast, that I am like getting that wave of like, oh my gosh, I need to sit down. I decided to let my doctor know because I was getting kind of overwhelmed by it. I have that blood pressure cuff, and so I did take that and everything looked fine. I just had to take it easy. And tomorrow I'm supposed to have just like an easy light breakfast before the appointment. I don't know, I just feel like I'm really pink. Chris noticed I was really hot when it started to happen, so something is up. I'm pregnant. Maybe this is just part of it, but that's it. She's had really good movement today, so I'm not worried about her. I'm kind of worried about her. Worried about us, hoping that everything's okay. Well, we made it. We got out in this blizzard and had my 28-week growth scan ultrasound plus just a regular OB appointment. Actually, it wasn't regular because I had the glucose screening. They took like an IV vein. It didn't hurt, but they couldn't find regular veins. And now I wait for my results, hopefully to come tonight. But yeah, I feel a lot less worried after going to that appointment. They like checked on my emotional health and like mental health and stuff, and just went through all my concerns and aren't too worried about what I've been feeling lately, and just say that, you know what, it'll go away once I give birth and I'm not pregnant anymore. Speaking of birth, they're gonna talk to me about that at the next appointment, and then they start to become more regular, they were saying. So that'll be at the 32-week appointment, so in a month from now. The growth scan, she is 2 pounds and 13 ounces, so we almost have a 3-pounder, and she was rolled up in a little cute ball and had her feet, even like her ankles were like above her head, which was so cute. And she had an adorable little yawn, which we almost caught, but then yeah, her face was just not accessible again, which she loves to hide, but that's okay. More of a surprise at the end. And they even caught that she has hair on like the back of her head, a little bit was growing. So a lot of things she was telling us, the like ultrasound tech was telling us, was happening on the screen, but I couldn't really tell. So I was like, oh, that's cute. Like she's grabbing her toes with her hands, and we could like, I don't know, see blobs moving, but it didn't look like hands. I could definitely tell like her leg, like she just looks bigger, which is so cool to see that progress. But also it was a very quick ultrasound. I definitely was having like hot flashes before it, and Chris was still wearing his winter coat and kind of cold, which he's very warm-blooded, hot-blooded, whatever. I don't know, I guess that's just gonna happen. Just have to make sure that I'm eating enough, get enough water, and take it easy, because pregnancy and all the hormones and oxygen that you're not getting because your baby's growing up into the lung area, just gotta keep dealing with it. We didn't really record anything because it was all so quick and it was just special. I'm going to insert this goofy picture that we took though, because I feel like it was just hilarious how my feet, if they were to look up at me, what they see basically, instead of where like people say, oh, I can't see my feet anymore, I feel like my feet can't see me anymore. So it's just funny. But yeah, we're doing good. I have a whole list of things that I want to get done, and I felt this like burst of motivation to get done, but I just don't think we're gonna get done today. I've written it all down. I've got some work to do, some outlining of YouTube videos that I want to do, and laundry for the baby. I feel like I could push that out till we have more things, but I feel like I have enough to do a load now. And I just want to get like my hospital go bag started and things all in one area. But also we have like a huge amount of clutter going on, so I kind of do have to wait. But yeah, I just feel like getting so much done today, and I can tell that I'm about to hit that point where I need to lay down again. So yeah, it's kind of a weird day where I have the house to myself, and I feel like that helps me get concentrated sometimes. Sometimes I procrastinate even more, but most of the time it is like really helpful to just be in my own world and not be distracted with other people's needs. So I don't really know what we're gonna get up to today. I did get my sourdough stuff ready, so that way I can start making bread tonight, I think is how I'll do it. I need to change the water on the flours, and yeah, we'll just see how much gets done today, because I want to take it easy on my body. I feel like with where I'm at like 29 weeks and 3 days. I read that she is gaining roughly half a pound a week at this point. Like every 2 weeks, it's gonna go up nearly a pound. So we'll just see. I'm trying to eat my meals really frequently and not have too much at each meal. That definitely overwhelms my body and adds to some, like, I think it's like heartburn. I just feel like a lump in my throat. It doesn't feel like a burn in my chest. This is just gonna happen, especially if your baby has more hair going in, and we saw that on the ultrasound this last time, but causing me some discomfort. We did get these, let me go grab them. Got 2 of these bags from Goodwill, and they were half off, so they were only 99 cents. I needed that kind of stuff for some of my sewing supplies because I just don't like how it looks over there. Yeah, we just have chaos going on, and I really want to make it look better around here. So laundry's good. Now I think I'm gonna get more of my sourdough going so that I can bake that tomorrow. And I'm going to work on dinner. And one thing that has been huge is this dandy prune juice. It's definitely making that part of pregnancy a little bit better. I got a nap in, feeling a lot better. Tonight, Chris and I are going to, we weren't able to go to this live event on preparing for childbirth, but we are gonna watch a video instead just to make sure we do that. And yeah, yesterday he got taxes done and stuff, and we're really hoping for that money return, which will be so cool, timed out with having a baby.
3 more boxes in the toilet.
Oh.
I think.
I am just trying to check how I look, how glamorous this video is going to be, because it does sound nice to film it and have it done, but sometimes I feel like I should get more ready. But as the pregnancy goes on, I just feel like you can tell, like, the seasons that are just more exhausting. I've got some really good watermelon sherbet that we found. So good. So here is the bump, which is kind of adorable. You can see the belly button popping. I am one proud mom, and we actually have some updates as of today. So this morning I had an appointment at 9, and then I had some appointments at the pregnancy care center, which I'll describe more, and we made it like just in time. We had 9 and then we had a 10 o'clock, and it was just a hustle this morning. So I went in for my regular checkup, and blood pressure was a little high, I guess. I mean, she said it was fine, but she wanted to recheck it later, and then it went down. So I'm doing well, baby is doing well, but they said, all right, so starting at 32 weeks, we want you to get appointments twice a week to check on her. So she, like, they said all these letters and whatever, acronyms. I didn't know what any of it meant, and I was like, you're gonna have to tell me what you're saying there, doc. She told me that I need to get NSTs, so non-stress tests, and something with like amniotic checks. Apparently I'm high risk. I mean, they didn't tell me that, and they don't want me to worry, but the receptionist, when she was scheduling all of this, was like, all right, this is gonna be about like 45 new appointments. And I already thought the appointments that were coming up every 2 weeks and then eventually every 1 week was going to be a lot. But now I'm going to be coming in twice a week until the end. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. So apparently I'm not going to be coming in 45 times. It'll probably be like 20, and there's multiple appointments when I come in. I have to go in and basically sit there for, I think, a half an hour while they do the stress test. Then they have to do another thing for like a half an hour, and then another thing. So I'm going to be going in for about an hour each time to an hour and a half. I'm glad they're checking up on her, but it was definitely an overwhelming moment hearing all of that. If you've seen my other videos, you know that she is, they don't want me to worry about her marginal cord insertion, but they have to keep an eye on it to make sure she's growing well, because if it gets cut off, or, you know, because it's in an awkward spot, then she won't be getting the blood or, you know, nutrients that she needs. Yeah, everything I've read says they just want to keep an eye on it, and it's not high risk, but I don't know. So that's that. So at 10 o'clock, we finally got, after all those appointments I had to get scheduled, we got to our pregnancy care center appointment, which is a local thing. It's a nonprofit. You should have one somewhere in your area, hopefully, because they are so valuable. This last week, we actually went to one of their classes that was on like a weeknight, a special event, and it was like breastfeeding basics, and it was so valuable to like ask an expert, what do we do when the latch isn't good? Like, apparently latch matters a lot, and like getting the baby on there, and how to get the baby on there, and how to not have so much pain, and like why moms give up earlier than they want to, and what to do when you have to go back to work. My husband Chris was there, and so he got to understand the lingo and like what the heck happens after birth, and like what is best for supporting us. And they like kept bringing up like, it's so good that the dads are here, because here's exactly what you can do to help support the mom. It also helped because as you get more information in pregnancy, it gets a little overwhelming and scary. Like, this is a little, you know, real, a little more real than maybe we were expecting. And you know, like it takes a while for it to settle in, and then it starts to settle in, and it's a lot. And so just having my husband there, it just felt like we're a team, we got this. And like, he would just make me laugh and say funny things. Cool guy. And then at the end of these classes, they give you free stuff. So we got free stuff at that one, and then today we had Countdown to Parenthood. So like, they prepare you for parenthood, and you get to pick out of like, you know, there's like 100 different videos you can watch. We learned about like shame in parenthood, so that was one. And so at the end of all of these, we get gifts. So they just like have free gifts for you: diapers, wipes, baby feeding supplies, baby socks, pacifiers, bottles, sippy cups. I mean, there's like baskets that you get to look through and grab toys or books or whatever you need, and they're like nice. They're the good value stuff. So I really recommend, if you can find that in your area, you can rack up free stuff just for like taking these classes and they are serving you already with the information, which is like, it's so cool. I could go on and on. But anyway, we had that. I'm definitely out of breath, but not feeling like my lungs are being taken over. She is finding ways to kick at the very bottom where it touches my leg and at the very top where it's like underneath my boob. And I can just feel she's still on that one side. She's always been on the one, and I'm hoping she'll work her way into that natural birth position. But if she doesn't, you know, we'll make it a goal just to get her out safely. That's all I care about is taking care of her and just not putting a lot of stress on her. This last weekend, I felt like the kicks really went down and got kind of freaked out because I'm supposed to like count those, and I just couldn't tell. And I feel like as soon as I get worried, she does a little like kick, kick, kick. And then it's like, okay, all right, you're fine. It is a weird season because sometimes she is really calm and then other times she's going crazy. So sometimes it's like on a schedule, and when it's not, then I get worried, but then, you know, it comes back. So that is helpful. But yeah, week 30, we're doing good. We are dealing with a house that is just quite the mess right now. We keep getting it all cleaned up, and then another explosion of stuff comes in, and we have to organize through that. And it's not just baby stuff, it's like media and things that Chris needs to work on for his business, and it is keeping us busy. And also, you know, just when something's approaching, you just want to get everything done and cleared, and I can't. I've got to like just let the chaos be, and we'll get it figured out for when she's here. We've got, you know, a safe bed area. We've got a few things that she needs. The other stuff is, you know, just for my own peace, I guess. One final thing for week 30 that has been incredible is that I have no pelvic pain. If it does happen, it is like I moved my body wrong or I lifted something and then it goes away. And it's just like a striking pain, but even like very minimal. I could basically say I don't have it. Hallelujah. Welcome to my 32-week recap, check-in, check-up. 32 weeks, 8 months. Here is the bump. She's coming up higher. I can rest food and drinks on her when I need to. She's getting heavy. So we know she's at least 4 pounds, but today starts my twice a week appointments. So I'm gonna find out exactly how much she weighs this week. But we're nearing 5 pounds of just baby. So just baby is gonna be that much. But I feel like I'm getting swollen everywhere. I feel like my toes look like sausages, my feet, I feel like a hippo and not so pretty anymore with pregnancy. I am so enjoying having a cute baby bump. So it just doesn't, to me, I feel like I'm not as cute. I am in all sorts of nesting modes, so there is so much I've already gotten done, and I'm like looking for more to do. And I know there's more to do. It's like I just want to work on building things. Like if I could have a bunch of IKEA furniture to put together, that would really help with this like adrenaline that I can't get rid of. Right after our baby shower, and we were like blessed beyond any of our dreams. Like that night, I got the worst night of sleep because I just felt like working on it all night as if I was gonna have the baby the next day, and just had to like get everything unpacked and untagged and ready for the baby. We don't even have like the space ready for it, so we've been like moving stuff around, and I've been building things in our living room, and it's been super fun. I am loving this stage. But when I get done with something, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? We're hitting under 50 days left, and that's if she doesn't come extremely early. I'm not ready to have a baby in 2 weeks, not 3, maybe 4 would be nice, just because I'm really looking forward to that sleep that comes after, that you get when you no longer have this giant belly and you can't sleep on your back and you can't sleep on your stomach. I would say, oh, a weird thing that popped up like 2 days ago, where my hands got extremely like prickly, tingling numbness, and it just like kept coming, as if like you know when you lay on it weird or something, you cut off circulation for a little while and then it comes back, the feeling. It was like that just kept happening, but I wasn't laying on it weird. Only lasted that one day, so not too worried about it, but pregnancy is weird. My brain is foggy all the time. I really struggled the other day going out with a friend just to talk, and my brain was so slow. I could tell I was talking slow and I couldn't think of things, and then I would tell stories and not be able to wrap them up. Like that night after the coffee date, I realized, oh, that was the ending to the story that I forgot to tell her. Another really big one that has come up, I think, from emotions and getting really protective of the stress that I'm putting on myself, or that I feel like someone else is putting on me. I just feel like a lot of the tools I've learned about like anger tells you when a boundary's feeling crossed, and that someone can't make you feel something. They can definitely influence it, but I need to own different things. And so I've just been feeling a lot of stress come on, and anger, and around certain events, and it's like, okay, if I need to cut that out right now, I can. I've got all the excuse in the world, and I need to do things that are going to help me here at the end and not hurt my mental health, which has been really hard because I tell myself I can do it. I can get away with like making that happen. I know I'm strong enough, and is it best for the pregnancy? That has been really nice to have to talk through with someone else who I trust and who is safe and healthy, because I am just so in my head and just need someone who grounds me. So luckily my husband has been that safe place. Okay, so she's moving right now, but let's see if we can get a quick bump shot. I was told today that it has like a square shape, that like it's hard to tell that I'm pregnant, but that it is like, it does seem like I'm carrying pretty low, which is interesting. I don't know if that's a midwife's thing or a midwife's tale. Is that what those are called? I am really noticing how out of breath I am, and insomnia, still a thing. Every symptom just has its days. Some all want to come at once, some come here and there. Pregnancy is such a strange journey. Seriously. I have not updated in a while. I am 33 weeks pregnant, and I'm a little excited, a little stressed, at a loss for words. Like, it's getting real, but also it's so unreal. The whole time I've been saying that. Oh man. We finally got a picture of her face, so I'll insert a few of the things from our experience going to our twice-a-week appointments lately. It's been actually really relaxing. I do get like stressed out and then remind myself like, okay, this is like a spa day. Just sit back, let them monitor you. Time to check on baby. Hello.
Have you tested positive for COVID in the last 10 days?
No.
That's exposure.
Nope.
Hello.
Hi. I love the sound of that heartbeat, but I feel a little smushed. Waiting. Today I went from non-stress testing to ultrasound to now waiting for the doctor, and we found out that the baby's head is down and we are no longer breech. I try to just enjoy the time that now is slowed down and all about her. She's a trickster. Oop.
Oh.
See, suddenly I was like, I want to do something else, and then
I saw it again.
she's doing it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even gonna look. It's so hard, I feel like, to see on camera too. Today's project is getting this guy set up. Super cool little swing, so that should be fun. And we've got all that going on. It's got like a changing table, but it is cleaning week officially and getting everything lined up, so exciting. Hi, so I am 36 weeks, 4 days, and I am trying to just like clean up drawers and get rid of things that are just cluttering everything. And getting up off the floor is absolutely exhausting. Everything else in the bathroom is clean, so I'm just basically doing nesting things. And today I'm wearing a dress because it is like 80 degrees out. I'm gonna go fix this. But all of a sudden, they're having like a massive heat wave in the Midwest, and it's kind of awesome. I got okay sleep last night. Insomnia is definitely trying to kick its way back in, but I have been extremely tired, extremely thirsty, hungry. Apparently at one of my testings yesterday, I got results back that I did have some contractions that I didn't even know. So that's kind of exciting. I am doing things to help prepare for labor, and so I think they're working. I know it's early, but anything I can do, even if she comes way later, I just want my body to be able to naturally do what it's gonna do. And I've heard pineapple helps. So speaking of being hungry, being a DoorDasher, like delivery driver right now, everything I'm craving, like everything sounds so good. I want burgers, I want fries, I want literally anything that comes in my car, and it takes a lot of control to not take those. Obviously I'm not gonna steal your food if you order, but the temptation is there. Like everything is getting under my skin. I'm like full of rage and hormones and things are surging. I feel like my acne is all over the place. But I don't feel like too crazy. Not as crazy as I would have expected, but I'm getting crazier. I think I'm just gonna get back to cleaning though, because I can't stop just like looking at all of it and wanting it not there in case I just like go into labor, which isn't bound to happen, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I think it's starting to hit me like right now. Okay. I feel like I'm having a Blue's Clues moment of like, who sees the goo gone? I found it. All right, let's try to get that. So I just got done with an appointment. I am 1 day away from being 37 weeks. And I had to request not to see a certain ultrasound tech, and they were totally cool about it and totally understood. Yeah, the appointment was really straightforward. I guess the really exciting news is the nurse thinks that since last week, that my belly has dropped. So, I don't know. I feel like it is a lot harder to walk lately. Like there's this weight. I mean, the baby's growing. I had a crazy dream last night. Like full-on nightmare that really exhausted me and freaked me out in the middle of the night. Not related to the baby, but I just like had to listen to music and watch stuff in the middle of the night to breathe and calm down for it. It was crazy. Air conditioning is my friend. Anything cold right now is my friend. I'm gonna go home, make some pineapple, eat that, and just keep hoping that my body is doing what it's supposed to get ready. And I feel so ready. I'm getting tired of being pregnant, but I also am realizing how much I'm gonna miss it and have loved this journey, but I'm maybe a little too ready, you know, at only 37 weeks, and yeah. Oh, I'm definitely getting emotional. I have random energy that like pops up, so I think that's the nesting stuff. Like, I don't know if we're about to... Oh, a sneeze is coming on. If we're about to have a baby, that's crazy. I'm really, really excited. So I went a little crazy today. These last few weeks of pregnancy are no joke. The emotions are hitting real strong. I walked into church today and wasn't even thinking about anything emotional, and just tears are like streaming down my face. And then all of a sudden, while working, I just had to have teriyaki chicken from this specific place that we love to go to. And we're trying not to spend money, and so I was like, I can't do that. But then I've been just like so mad at Chris all day that I can't do that, as if it's his fault. And so I tried to take a nap, and my sleep is just capped out or something. Like, I can't sleep in, and I can't take good naps anymore, and I'm just so ready to be done, so ready to meet her. But Chris said I could go get the chicken teriyaki, and I think it is gonna make all the difference. I literally burst into tears when he was like, go get the chicken. If there's anything wrong with this chicken, I'm definitely gonna have another meltdown. If it's exactly how I want it to be, I'm still probably gonna cry tears of joy. This is gonna be so heavenly. I need this so badly for some reason. So welcome to the end of my pregnancy. I'm going nuts. We are trying to stay positive. I am 38 weeks and 2 days, and I'm so done. But there's a lot to be grateful for. Every day I'm getting closer to meeting her. I'm just really impatient. So I'm working on it. I am creating goals, and today, well, I'm creating goals, but I'm also just resting. Like, I want to be able to get work done, but I'm trying to transition into, we're gonna give birth soon, and hopefully that will help. I have been doing curb walking. I'm gonna go get more pineapple today, maybe some watermelon, because that is my favorite. I am drinking lots of water. I am getting contractions, or at least like the Braxton Hicks. Definitely stomach tightening. I don't know if you can see, but my belly is getting like really low, like surprisingly really dropping, and she just feels a lot. Like, my belly doesn't feel as big, and a lot of people have been saying I don't look like I am 9 months pregnant, almost 10 months. My guess right now is that she is going to be 7 pounds, maybe close to 8. So that is perfect. Walking like feels like it brings her down more, and so there's a lot of pressure on my bladder. Even though I don't really have to pee, I feel like I have to pee all the time. But I am still getting mostly good sleep. I started pumping. I started that probably even like week 36, just to like see if I could get my body going, and it didn't send me into labor. I've heard you gotta like be careful. Well, good morning. I am 39 weeks today. Holy cannoli. I looked at my baby app today, and it said that she's now the size of a small pumpkin, so that just goes to show that my belly is way too big, and I'm ready to be induced. We are going to, sorry, this thing is not gonna hold it how I want it. We are going to get induced this week. Doctor wants her to come early just due to my high risk situation, and I'm all for it. I have been pretty open-minded more and more as time has come, and just done my research and felt really good about the decision. And recently just went over it with like our doula and stuff of like, okay, here's really like what you're signing up for, and an induction can take quite some time. So if that's the case, that's the case. But also I feel like my body just keeps contracting. So like I know my body's getting ready, but I don't know if she'll want to come on her own and how long I would go, and then just how much bigger she gets and all of that. And I would like to deliver a 7 to 8 pound baby, not a 10-pound baby. So we'll see. I'm guessing she's going to be 7 pounds, 10 ounces, and I have no idea why, but that's been in my mind lately. But yeah, I mean, I'm not getting like contractions like intense, like every now and then. There has been one over the last like week, but I've been getting like the tightening. Like even this morning at coffee, I got one that I was like, oh, hello. So I guess I am noticing them, and I've been like recording them so I can show you like, I don't know, my random pattern of contractions. But I also know that they're not growing in intensity and they're not painful, so it feels like, why even record them? I've heard just like let early labor be early labor and whatever. So I'm kind of excited that I'm gonna be on, you know, the oxytocin, even though it's synthetic, but like that the Pitocin is going to continue to help me progress. And I'm excited to get the epidural. We'll see though, like if things need to change and I'm just managing, I guess I won't, but I don't know if it's a pain that I need to feel or that my husband wants to watch me go through. I don't know, we're just not that couple. So whatever, but I am gonna go drop off some of our packages. We've gotta take those to the mail, so I'm gonna go do that. I slid a little bit when I went in there because that was a whole thing this morning, just getting ready. I am wearing my husband's shoes because they are the only shoes I could get on. Even though it's morning time, my swelling is crazy on my feet. Like, there's just like mountains where the toes connect to the foot. And last night they were getting so swollen that I could like feel in each individual toe. But anyway, it's rainy out today. I'm wearing flip-flops because that is all, our sandals, that is all that will fit. I feel like I can see it in my face, but normally it's not that bad. I'm gonna get more swollen when I have a baby. It's just what's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna be pregnant this time next week. She will be here. We're down to like the hours I'm counting down until we have her. Well, okay, also walking in there, my SPD pain has really been acting up. I need to wear my belly band more. That really seems to help, but it just feels like even the nurse yesterday at my last NST appointment was saying how much I look uncomfortable because she can see that the baby's really low, and it feels like her head is just like in my pelvis, which is good. I want her engaged, but it's hard to walk around. I am feeling it, and luckily my husband's been amazing and just saying like, remember, like you're doing a lot right now building a baby. And I totally get how the last month is by far the most exhausting. So yeah, today's a day I have all to myself, which will not be the case. I will have a baby with me, which I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be having a baby with me all the time and to see her little face. And I've been watching videos where I can't wait to make little videos of her, their little feet, little hands, and those little eyes that look up at you. I'm doing really well otherwise, lots of cravings, lots of emotional breakdowns, but you know, to be expected. In case you're wondering, I got nothing done today. My number one goal was to get to the 3rd trimester recap, all of that video that I've been working on since the beginning of 3rd trimester. And we're about to have a baby in 2 days. And I thought this weekend I'll push through. I'll get that done. I took a bath instead.